Good morning, everyone. We're going to try this again. This is Chuck Murray, the coach from beautiful Clermont, Florida. As the Lady Lions will be playing two games today. The first game against Roger Williams and the second game against Lasell. The Lions currently 2-0 on the spring trip with a doubleheader victory on Monday. If you're ready now, here are today's starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, Roger Williams. They come in with a record of 4-3. They dropped the first game this morning to Calvin 4-0. Leading off, number 9 at first base is Haley Williams. Batting second, number 10 in right field, Lucy Marraro. Batting third, number 17, the shortstop, Shannon Starrett. Batting fourth, number 23, the third baseman, Kenzie Foley. Batting fifth, number 13, the DP, Grace Forsyth. Batting sixth, number 3, the left fielder, Kaylee O'Connor. Batting seventh in the circle, pitching, will be number 21, Kyra Quadros. Batting eighth, number 4 in center field is Alexia Tosanis. Batting ninth, number 8, the second baseman, Maddie Tucholsky. And in the flex position, number 14, catching, is number 14, Nicolette Fraser. Now for the homestanding Lions. Leading off will be number 22, the third baseman, Shelby Rakoski. Batting second, the shortstop, Avery Wiltermude. Batting third, number 5, the DP, Caitlin Randall. Batting fourth, number 35, the catcher, Mac Lawson. Batting fifth, number 15, the left fielder, Sydney Eubanks. Batting sixth at first base, number 26, Kayla Bain. Batting seventh, number 3, the right fielder, Callie Fletcher. Batting eighth, number 2, the center fielder, Skylar Fletcher. And batting ninth, number 10 at second base, Elena Flynn. And on the bump, or in the circle, number 19, Claire Lopeman. And she's also in the flex position. So as I mentioned, the Lions will play 2 games today. This one, we're both going to stay on field number 1. The other day we were on field number 3. Coming into the game from a pitching standpoint, Quadros is 1-1. This is her third start. 2.03 ERA, very impressive. 10 1/3, only 5 hits, 3 earned runs, and no walks and 13 strikeouts. So that is absolutely outstanding by the Roger Williams pitcher. For Mount St. Joseph, you have Claire Lopeman taking the mound. Claire is 2-0. It's her third start, her 5th appearance, couple complete games, 18 2/3, 21 hits, 7 earned runs, only 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. So on paper it looks like a pitcher's duel, but then it usually ends up 10-9 when you say that and jinx it. So the umpires and the coaches, head coaches, are meeting at home plate. We're about ready to get this one underway. We'll take a short break and we'll be back in a couple of minutes with play-by-play. So the Lions have taken the field in their all navy blue pants and jersey tops. Roger Williams in blue pants, some royal blue socks, and a white top. Defensively for the Lions, it'll be Hugh Banks in left, Fletcher in center, Fletcher in right, Rakowski at third, Wiltermead at short, Flynn at second, Bain at first, Lawson behind the dish. And her throw goes down to second. We're about ready to get this game underway here. Should be a good ball game, two good pitchers. Haley Williams will lead it off for Roger Williams. She came in hitting .357 prior to game one. We do not have the upstated stats from game one, but we'll give them what we have through yesterday. First pitch is a called strike, and this game is underway. First pitch is 11:19. So just about 4 minutes behind the scheduled start, not too bad. Oh, 1 on the way, called strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes to the right-handed hitting Williams. Outfield pretty much straight away. Rakowski about even with the base. Bain a couple steps in front. Oh-2 on the way. That swung on and popped up into shallow right. Callie Fletcher will make the catch for out number 1. That'll bring up right fielder number 10, Lucy Morrow. She comes in again to the today hitting .364. Pitch just a little bit high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. As I mentioned, not a cloud in the sky. Hot, sunny today, and just kind of what you think of when you think of Florida weather. Pitch that swung on and tapped foul towards the Roger Williams dugout. They're in the third base side. They were there for game number 1, and they just stayed. The Lions will be in the first base dugout. They're really not dugouts. They're kind of fenced in with a top to them. 1-1, that swung on and hit on a semi-soft line drive to Elena Flynn at second. She'll make the catch for out number 2. So she was able to jam her a little bit, didn't quite get the barrel on it. So 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up Shannon Starr at the shortstop. Shannon came in today hitting .467, very impressive. Couple doubles and a triple. That's a ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch. There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll get to the umpires here in a minute. I think Patrick got those right before the game started. Always want to recognize the men in blue, or women as far as that goes. They do a good job down here. A little bit outside, ball 3. That swung on and fouled away. Counter run full. I'm staying corrected. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on a miss, strike 3, so Roger Williams goes 3 up, 3 down. We're in the middle of the first. Roger Williams, nothing. The Lions coming to bat on the MSJ Sports Network. we're back for the bottom of the first. Leading it off will be Shelby Rakoski, the third baseman, followed by Avery Wiltermude and Caitlin Randall to face Quadros. Quadros is a right-hander. Shelby comes in hitting a robust .516 with 3 doubles. Just off to an outstanding start. First pitch is called strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. We want to give a big shout out to Alan Gotterwitz. He came through and got some chairs for us to be able to at least sit down in between innings. And a big, huge shout out to Alan. Appreciate that so much. Pitch is swung on and fouled down the left field line. And it goes foul, stays in play, but bounces right up against the fence. Left fielder O'Connor not able to get to that. So quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Umpires Matt Filipiak behind the plate, Ryan Boucher on the bases. Give them gentlemen their kudos. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. The right-hander fires. That's low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Lions will have 2 more games on Friday. The first one will start at 9, followed by 11:15, and then they go back north on Saturday. Pitch that swung on and bounced up the middle, and that's a leadoff single for Shelby Rakoski, who remains red hot. That'll bring up shortstop Avery Wiltermude. Avery comes in hitting .333 with 3 doubles. Avery, a fixture at shortstop here for the last couple of years for the Lions. Pitch, she's going to show bunt. It's fouled off. Yeah, a high pitch that she went after it was a ball, and she immediately taps her chest like that's my fault. Should not have went after it. So we'll see if Coach keeps on the bunt or it's going to let her swing. Shows bunt again. It's up and out. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Avery, the junior from Sullivan, Indiana. Pitch shows bunt again. Bunts it foul again, a little bit up and out of the strike zone. I think she's bunting at a couple bad balls. I would think with 2 strikes they'll call it off and try to put the ball in play somewhere. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch that's swung on and fouled over the Roger Williams dugout, almost to the other field here. As we explained the other day, there's 4 fields that are really tight knit to one another. So as I mentioned, we're on field 1 today. We were on 3 the other day. Pitch that's in the dirt. Nice block by the catcher Fraser. Very nice block. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Reminder, Blake Watson will have baseball today at 1:30. Pitch that's swung on and fouled down the left field line, and that's going to drop. Again, in the field of play, but O'Connor not quite able to get to it. So Avery stays alive. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch stays off of it. High ball 3. Snap throw to first. Shelby Rakoski gets back easy. So full count. We'll see if the runner's off and moving here with nobody out. Pitch on the way. Runner does not go, and wish she kind of would have. Throw to second for the force, back to first. And it's a wild throw, but Avery not able to advance. So that'll be a fielder's choice, 6-4 for out number 1. That'll bring up Caitlin Randall, the DP. Caitlin steps in hitting .412 with a double and 5 runs batted in. And those are always kind of tough situations. Now what are they going to call here? They're going to call her out. I have no idea what they're calling. I guess they're calling the runner out at or interference at second. So they're going to call an automatic double play. So if that's the case, you would just rule it 6-4-3 GDP. So let's see. She's upset. Now they're gonna talk here. No, Avery's coming off the base. So that's the only thing I can imagine. Is either went into the base standing up, didn't slide. And now Coach Kate Homer's trying to get an explanation here. And Coach Godowitz is upset, and as a foul ball from another field comes over. So it's one of them plays where, to be honest with you, I wasn't looking at the follow-through. I was looking at the return throw. But they had to have called her for either interfering with the throw or not sliding. So now they're going to talk about it. The umpire, now she's going to go to the home plate umpire. And I can tell you, when Beth gets upset, she's going to let them know that she thinks they missed it, and she's going to carry this argument on. I don't think she's going to win it, but she's going to let them know that she thinks they're wrong. Yeah, I don't know if it was the right call or not. I kind of call them hero calls, where unless they're just blatantly obvious, you really don't want to get in the way. So we'll score that 6-4-3 GDP. 2 out, nobody on. They don't win their argument, but unfortunately we don't have video to see that play. So 2 outs. There's a called strike to Caitlin Randall. She patiently waited in the batter's box for her turn at bat. Caitlin, a freshman from Ferdinand, Indiana. She fouls it off. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Forest Park Junior Senior High School. Used to be a high school in Cincinnati named Forest Park, and they combined with Green Hills, and now they're Winton Woods. Kind of back in my day. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, that's swung on and missed, strike 3. So the Lions do not score in the first. After 1 complete, no score from Clermont, Florida on the MSJ Sports Network. So we're back for the top of the second, and we got an explanation of what happened. So when Shelby was called out, she peeled off, but not far enough, and on the follow-through, the second baseman, they made contact with her, and they said that that was the reason for the bad throw. She would have beat the throw anyway, but that doesn't matter. That's the rule is the rule. So we'll go to the top of the second. No score here. First pitch from Lopeman to the third baseman Foley is up high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Foley comes in hitting .333. There's a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, another foul ball. Almost hit Avery Wiltermuth, our shortstop. She had to duck. She's holding her heart like, thank goodness it didn't hit me. But that was very, very close. So 1 ball, 1 strike as we're trying to get this all situated on our official stats. I think we're all updated. Occasionally you see that call that's fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I know when I coached baseball, they would call guys out for not sliding straight into the base. And it's very, very subjective, and that's what he saw, that's what he called. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another foul ball comes over to the field. So we didn't have as many the other day, but today they're coming in over here and a lot at a time here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch, that's high on a riser. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Explanation came from one of the umpires that was sitting out this game. Nice enough to explain it. Appreciate that. That's outside ball 3. So the count runs full here to Foley. On deck is the DP Forsyth. That's ball 4. She lost her. So after being ahead 1 and 2, she loses her. That'll bring up Forsyth. She comes in, or at least to the first game today, hitting .250. She's the DP, so we'll see if they try to bunt a runner over. We got Rakoski way in at third and Bain way in at first. Not squaring, and the ball's high. 1 ball, no strikes. Typically on that play in last inning, if you're Shelby, you want to just slide and stay down. Now they show bunt. She fouls it off. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both teams struggling to get bunts down here early on. Again, another huge thank you to Alan Godderwis getting us some chairs here. They don't provide chairs for anybody here, so very excited about that. High ball 2. Checked her swing. She did not go. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now they're going to check. And base umpire Ryan Boucher says no. Correctly called. 2 balls, 1 strike. But you always want to check. You never know. Corner's way in. Shows bunt early. There's the bunt. Back to Lopeman. Maybe had a shot at second, but she'll take the out at first. The sacrifice bunt will go 1-4 as Elena Flynn covers. So the runner moves up to second. There's 1 out now. Left-handed hitting. Kaylee O'Connor steps in. O'Connor in limited at bats is hitting .500. So 4 for 8 again coming into this morning. Called strike. Rakoski way in at third. She's got to be careful that they don't steal behind her. That happened the other day. That can be a very difficult play to defend. That's tapped to the mound. Lopeman will go to first. Throw back to third. So they took the out at first. Again, I think the runner was trapped off second, but make sure you get the out. The runner did advance at third on the throw. Bain was just a little bit late. So 2 out, runner on third. Always can take outs. That'll bring up the pitcher, Quadros. She's hitting, again, .375 coming into today. Right-handed hitter. Pitch. There's a called strike at the knees. No balls, 1 strike. Again, another fantastic crowd here supporting all the women, on all the fields. It's fantastic. Pitch, that's bounced to first. Bain will take it herself to retire the sides. So they strand a base runner. We're in the middle of the second. No score on the MSJ Sports Network. back for the bottom of the second, no score. Leading off for the Lions will be catcher Mac Lawson. Mac comes in hitting .238 with a double. I mentioned the other day on the broadcast, down here last year, she was absolutely on fire. Everything she hit was a line drive, was HCAC, hitter of the week. Couldn't get her out. First pitch, that's outside ball one to the right-handed hitting Lawson, the sophomore. North Putnam High School in Indiana. 1-0. That's upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Tomorrow's an off day, then they'll play 2 on Friday. And head back north on Saturday. Ball 3 up, and then actually on Monday when they get back, they go to Denison for a doubleheader. So pretty quick turnaround there. But they fly, so it makes it a little bit easier, and you don't have those long bus rides. 3 balls, no strikes. Pitch. There's a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. As always, Coach Kate Holmer in the first base box and head coach Beth Godderwitz in third. On the way. Called strike 2. Hit the outside corner. Good pitch there by Quadros. Mac started to go after it and said, nah, I'm going to live for another day. So full count will have a payoff pitch. Good hitting there. Don't want to get yourself out on 3-1. Pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Probably a ball that sailed a little bit out of the zone for out number 1. Bring up left fielder Sydney Eubanks. Sydney comes in hitting .333. She's 7 for 21 with a couple of doubles. Right-handed hitter. Sydney's a junior from New Palestine, Indiana. Pitch lined right at the shortstop, Starrett. Boy, she hit a rocket right at her. Unfortunately, they had a player there. They had a defensive player there, but that was smoked. That'll bring up Kayla Bain. Tough luck there for Sydney. Kayla still looking for her first hit on the year, only with 5 at-bats. Pitch, that's high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. That swung on and hit the left. The left fielder misjudged it, and it'll go over her head. So O'Connor took a couple steps in and went over her head. That'll be a 2-out double for Kayla Bain as she gets her first hit on the year. Kayla, junior, also from New Palestine. That'll give Callie Fletcher an opportunity to knock her in. Callie comes in hitting .353 with a double. Callie is a sophomore from Batesville High School in Batesville, Indiana. Pitch. That's called strike outside corner. Good pitch there on first pitch, fastball. Just nipped the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. On deck is center fielder Skylar Fletcher, and then hopefully Elena Flynn, and top of the lineup. Pitch, that's outside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looks like Quadros wants to try to live outside as much as she can. One ball, 1 strike. Pitch, that's upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's a called strike on the outside corner. Again, those are perfect pitches right on the outside corner. And Callie trying to figure out what to do with that. Hopefully she can just shoot that to the right side and through. Or even better yet, right center field gap. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kayla will be off on the swing. Pitch, swung at a bad ball, up and out for strike 3. The Lions waste a 2-out double. We're through 2 complete, no score here on the MSJ Sports Network. Back for the top of the 3rd inning. No score here. It's Claire Lopeman back for her 3rd inning of work. First pitch is a strike to Sonis, the center fielder. She came in, again, hitting .333. Their team average was .372 before this morning, but Calvin did shut them out 4-0 in game number 1 this morning. Corners are again in, close. She shows bunt, and bunts through it. It's called swinging strike 2. So quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Claire does have the 1 walk, but basically she's been around the plate most of the game. Well, we predicted a low-scoring game. So far, that's proving to be true, but still 5 innings to go. So she squares early as if she's going to bunt, but she's not going to bunt with 2 strikes. And there's a great pitch on the outside corner called strike 3. So that's out number 1. That'll bring up Madison Tucholsky, the second baseman. Pitch, called strike 1. Madison comes in hitting .182. Again, just limited at bats, 2 for 11. This early in the season, you're going to have really, really high batting averages and some low ones, and it'll even out over time once you get into your 15, 20 games. Pitch, that swung on and fouled back. Quickly, no balls, 2 strikes. Oh-2, swung on and lifted center field. Skylar Fletcher goes back, battles the sun, and makes the catch. So she drifted back a little bit, battled the sun. Looked like she was in a little bit of trouble there for a second, but able to make the catch for out number 2. So 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring up the leadoff hitter, Williams. Right-handed hitter. Pitch, that's bounced towards Flynn at second. Up with it, throws the Bane. That'll retire the side. So quickly, 3 up, 3 down. Middle of the 3rd, no score on the MSJ Sports Network. Back for the bottom of the third. Leading off will be center fielder Skylar Fletcher, followed by Elena Flanagan, and in the top of the order, Shelby Rakoski in the scoreless game. That's swung on and fouled away. Skylar comes in hitting .353 with a couple of doubles. Pitch, slow and outside, ball one, 1-1 strike. Our Lacosian is directly behind home plate, so we got a really good view of the balls and strikes and the whole field. And Patrick Murray to my right, official scorekeeper, is in a little booth. He's getting a little shade. I'm not quite getting that, but there's a called strike. Fastball low and away at the knees. Skylar does not like that for sure, but she walks away, gather herself a little smile on her face like, you got to be kidding me, but she steps back in. Pitch, took something off of it and bangs it into center field for a base hit. So she took something off of it. Leadoff hit for Skylar. She's on base. She's always a stolen base threat. Elena Flynn will step in. I would expect Elena to sacrifice bunt with the top of the order coming up. This is where you need to get bunts down. Elena comes in hitting .364. Pitch, squares the bunt. Strike, throw to second on the steal. And they got her. Wow, bang, bang play at second. Perfect throw. Beth is not happy. Now she's going to talk to him, but you know, you're not going to get any change here. So Fraser with a perfect throw. It's a bang, bang play at second. Skylar won't leave second base. She clearly thinks she was safe. Bang, bang play, just not going our way. So I'm sure she's letting him know she thinks that's two. So the Lions gamble a little bit, obviously hoping to get her to second, then bunt her over to third. Now Beth's going to have this conversation with the home plate umpire. And he's probably kind of telling her probably like, hey, enough's enough. But clearly she's unhappy. Now she's going to continue the argument as she's going towards her. So Beth really letting the home plate umpire have it, and she feels like she's been wrong twice here. So again, without replay, we can't tell for sure. It was a bang bang play, certainly. So the pitch, that's ball, 1 strike, I believe. Now he's saying 2 balls, 1 strike, but that's not right. It should be 1-1. Now it's 1-1. Because the first pitch was she stole on the first pitch, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch slapped and popped up towards short. Starrett makes the catch for out number 2. So just what the Lions didn't want is Shelby Rakoski coming up with 2 out, nobody on, but that's what they have. So she'll try to get something going. When I was a kid, I used to umpire, and I'm talking about way back in another lifetime, always carried a clicker. I noticed they don't really do that anymore. Shelby grounds it right to the mound. She's thrown out. That'll end the inning. Started out promising, but the Lions don't score. We're through 3 complete on the MSJ Sports Network. we're back for the top of the fourth. No score. Leading it off will be Morrow, the right fielder. Swings it from the right side. First pitch to called strike. Claire Lopeman's been really, really sharp. She's matching zeros with quadros from Roger Williams. Corners in a little bit here. Bain in. Rakoski in. That's a ball low and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outfield straight away. Little shallow and left. Now Huey backs up a couple steps. You can kind of tell where most of the teams play because there's bare spots out there on these dirt and grass fields. That's outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. But the fields are in great shape, and they do a great job maintaining them. I'm sure there's just tons and tons of games played on these fields for, 4, 5, 6 weeks. Pitch, that swung on and fouled at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Looked like Claire took something off of that. Two. Pitch. That swung on the line. Rakoski drops the ball. She'll fire to first, though, to Bain. So line drive, Shelby wasn't able to handle it, but she was able to pick it up right away and throw to first to record the out. So 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up Stargard to shortstop. Pitch. Good pitch right in there for called strike 1. Low and in. As I mentioned, Stargard came into this thing hitting .467. Hand spread on the bat ever so slightly. Pitch just missed ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, a reminder the Lions have a game 2 today. Approximate start will be 1:30. And the Lions baseball team also will be playing at 1:30. So get a couple computers out, listen to softball, watch the baseball, listen to Blake Watson hit in the air to right field. That's out number 2. As Callie Fletcher makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down. Mackenzie Foley will step in. Mackenzie, the third baseman. Ooh, good fastball in. She had to duck out of the way of that one. 1 ball, no strikes. Kind of playing here like we're double parked, boy. This game is moving along pretty quickly. Strike called. 1 ball, 1 strike. It's a low-scoring game like this, especially no score. It's really nice when you're the home team knowing you got that last at bat. Pitch. There's a called strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. It's grounded to short. Wiltermood, good footwork, throws the Bain to retire the side. So 3 up, 3 down for Roger Williams. We're in the middle of 4th. No score on the MSJ Sports Network. Avery Wiltermuth will lead it off for the Lions here in the fourth. Avery hit into the fielder's choice that they turned into a double play when they, back in the first, when they said Shelby interfered with the second baseman's throw on the back end of the double play. That's low and outside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Avery, the junior shortstop. Pitch swung on and popped up. Star at the shortstop calls, makes the catch for out number 1. So the Lions have had 3 hits, had some opportunities, but just couldn't capitalize. And so far, Roger Williams does not have a hit off Claire Lopeman. Bring up the DP, Randall. Swung on and drilled into center field. That's going to get down for a 1-out base hit. So the Lions' 4th hit of the game. We'll see if Coach Goddard pinch runs here. She's looking at her scorecard, and it looks like she's going to send out a pinch runner here. And it looks like, can't make out the number yet. Looks like number 20 would be Sydney Doyle. Sydney with some speed over there. She's a freshman from Clinton Massey High School in Wilmington, Ohio. So there is 1 out on the in the inning. Mac Lawson will step up. We expect Mac to get going any day now, any inning now, any at bat now. There's a called strike. Again, Mac likes that ball middle in, and she's getting middle out and just having trouble with that pitch right now. Pitch on the way, swung on and missed, strike 2. Way tardy and up and out. She just not looking good at the plate right now. So no balls, 2 strikes. All it takes is 1 though. 0-2, swung on and fouled away as Mac hangs in there. Count remains no balls, 2 strikes. On the way, swung on and fouled at the plate. He's asking for help. It was a foul tip, so if she caught it clean, it would be a strikeout. If she used her equipment to catch it, then it would not be an out, but I cannot see that angle. And they're going to call strike or a swing strike 3 on a foul tip. Fraser was able to hold on, so 2 outs. That'll bring up Sydney Eubanks. Yeah, for the people out there that don't know the rule, catcher can't use any of his equipment. The ball's down, 1 ball, no strikes. Fraser's done a really good job behind the plate, but you can't use your equipment to trap a 3rd strike foul tip. But they call it that she caught it clean, and again, I couldn't tell from where I'm at, but they got together and they confirmed that she caught it clean. Pitch, that's upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. On deck, Kayla Bain, who hit that double over O'Connor's head, her last at bat. Pitch. That's upstairs, ball 3. So if we can get a runner in scoring position here with 2 outs, Kayla would have a shot to knock in a run. 3-0. I'm sure Sydney's taking all the way here. Pitch. That's up and out, ball 4. So she does draw the 2-out walk. Kayla Bain will step in. her, as I mentioned, her double in her last at bat. Unfortunately, was stranded out at second. So first and second, 2 outs. Pitch. That's upstairs. Oh, called a strike. Beth is in disbelief in the third base box, putting both hands on top of her head in disbelief. That did look a little high. Nonetheless, no balls, 1 strike. The Lions probably feel like they're not getting many breaks in this game. Pitch. That's low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Right-handed hitter. 1-1 on the way. That's upstairs. 2 balls, 1 strike. So all of a sudden, Quadro's struggling a little bit with her control here as we play the bottom of the 4th inning here. Beautiful Clermont, Florida. Got a big water tower out in left center field behind the fence. That's up and out, ball 3. On deck's Callie Fletcher, who singled her last at bat. I'm sorry, that was Skylar. Callie did not get a hit. She popped out. But she's been having a good year so far this year. Pitch. Called strike 2 at the knees. Full count, so the runners will be able to get an early start here, or as soon as she releases it out of her hand. So a single here should definitely score her as long as it leaves the infield. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be off. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and blooped over the pitcher's head. She'll pick and throw to first, not in time. So a little bit of a jam shot that hit Quadros' glove as she leapt for it, and she was able to recover and make the throw, but Bain was able to beat that out. So that'll be an infield single, and that loads the bases for Callie Fletcher. So she made a good pitch. Decatur was able to just get enough on it to just barely get it over her glove. So the bases are loaded here. Lions with a great opportunity here as Callie steps in. Right-handed hitter. Oh, swung at a bad ball and fouled it off. Very aggressive up there. We used to say selectively aggressive, if that makes sense. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch that swung on, hit hard to short though. Starr will throw on to first to retire the side. So Callie hit it hard, but she's right at the shortstop. The Lions leave 3 on. We're through 4 complete, no score on the MSJ Sports Network. Back for the top 5th inning in a scoreless game here. Pitchers duel. Roger Williams and Mount St. Joe today. Claire Lopeman, outstanding on the mound. In the circle. It's my old baseball. Always say on the mound, it's the circle. Pitch that swung on and blooped to Flynn at second for out number 1. Good pitch by Claire, jammed her a little bit, and she had a weak pop up to second. So 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up O'Connor, the left fielder, who does swing it from the left side. Pitch. Pitch. That swung on and grounded up the middle, a base hit. So the first base hit of the ball game for Roger Williams is the lefty grounded a single up the middle. So one out base runner. That'll bring up the pitcher, Quadros. So we'll see if they try to get anybody in motion here. Pitch, called strike one, as Claire continues to pound the zone. No balls, one strike. The lines in their all navy blue uniforms, white trim. Pitch, called strike two. No balls, two strikes. Everyone with kind of a visor on except Shelby Rakowski at third. Of course, she has a face mask on. They call it the hot corner for a reason. Pitch, that swung on and bounced up the middle, and diving attempt by Flynn, but it had eyes and went into center field for a back-to-back singles here. Just not hit hard, but just bounced over the mound and into center field. So that'll bring up Tasanos, the center fielder. So this is the real first big threat here by Roger Williams, and we're going to have probably a pinch runner here, and we are. For the pitcher, it looks like it's going to be number 12. That looks like Casel Moody is going to run for the pitcher. I'm sure we'll have a re-entry. Big opportunity for Roger Williams here. First and second, nobody out. Pitch, there's a called strike. No balls, one strike. She shows bunt, bunts through it, called strike, or swinging strike two. Quickly, no balls, two strikes. Corners back up a little bit, but still inside here. Just don't want to get caught where they can steal third. Grounded towards Flynn at second. That's interference. That's absolutely interference. The runner's out at second, and the runner's got to go back to first. The batter will stay at first. The base runner at second's got to go back to second. That's ball one outside. Now we're getting some weird scoring decisions here. That swung on and grounded pass. Bain into right field. Charging it hard. Oh, they threw it to first instead of home, and the runner scores. So Roger Williams gets on the board. A hard ground ball that I think Bain in her mind feels like she should have had. But again, that they play in with two outs a lot. Maybe if she's a little deeper, she can make that stop. But the right fielder Fletcher came up throwing, and she threw to first base instead of throwing home. So Roger Williams takes a 1-0 lead. Pitch. That's low and in, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. So the Lions are going to the Williams, the leadoff hitter. So the Lions are going to have a comeback if they're going to win this one. Not right now. You want to stop them where it is right now. Pitch. That's high, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. So she's got to settle down here a little bit. She's done a great job. They do have 3 hits in the inning. Pitch, there's a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. At some point, I think they may want to try something down there with some type of delay steal or something to see if the Lions can make a play. 2 balls, 1 strike. Wouldn't be surprised if it happens here. Head coach Joyce Motti flashing signs at third. Pitch that swung on and fouled. Looked like there was maybe some type of delay steal on there that fouled off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Again, flashing signs. I'll be very, very surprised if they don't have anything on here with 2 outs and 2 strikes. We'll see what the Lions do defensively, if they throw it through or just hold on to it. Pitch that swung on and popped up. Wiltermuth will make the catch to end the inning. But Roger Williams is first on the scoreboard. 3 hits, a couple runners left on. We're in the middle of the 5th. 1-0 Roger Williams on the MSJ Sports Network. We're back for the bottom of the 5th here, and Lions need a run now. They trail at 1-0 for the first time. Skylar Fletcher will lead it off. So a 2-out single is able to put a run on the scoreboard for Roger Williams. And a really well-pitched game on both sides right now. The Mounts had some opportunities. Then the one opportunity Roger Williams gets, they cash in. So the Lions still got 3 shots at this. Skylar had a base hit her first at bat. On deck, Elena Flynn. Swung on and hit hard to Starlet at short. She'll throw her out, 1 pitch, 1 out. Hit it pretty hard, but right at the shortstop. 1 up, 1 pitch, 1 out. Elena Flynn will step in. Elena, left-handed hitter. Pitch that swung on and popped up to center field, pretty deep, and that'll fall in there. Off the bat, it didn't seem like there was a lot of carry, but it carried past the center fielder to Sonis, and that'll be a 1-out double for Elena Flynn. So my apologies. I thought it was pretty routine at the beginning, but was able to keep carrying and over her head for a double. So the Lions have the tying run at second with 1 out. Leadoff hitter Shelby Rakoski will step in. So big swing there by Elena. Lions trying to get this thing tied up. Pitch. That's low and out, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. As a reminder, the Lions will play Lasell, game number 2 here. They're from Newtown, Massachusetts. Pitch. A little bit outside, 2-0. Trying to paint that outside corner. Roger Williams, if we didn't mention, they're from Bristol, Rhode Island. So everybody trying to get out of the cold weather and get down and get some games in. Pitch. Called strike. They're going to throw back towards second as Fraser throws it down there. Elena back. She belly walked back in, but she was in there safely. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch. That's low, ball 3. On deck, Avery Wiltermuth, the shortstop. base hit here could potentially tie it up. You got the hitter at the plate that you want up. Pitch, that's ball 4. So the Lions have first and second. 1 out. Wilter moved the shortstop, steps in. So the tying run on second, go ahead run on first. We play the bottom of the 5th, 1 out here, Clermont, Florida. Pitch. Oh, right in there for a strike. I think Avery, if she had her choice, maybe she'd go hacking at that one. No balls, 1 strike. Outfield pretty much straight away. A little deeper and left now. Pitch, that's low in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. One on the way. That swung on and popped up. In the shallow left field, O'Connor drifts over to make the catch. So 2 out, and that'll bring up the DP will be re-entering here. That's Caitlin Randall. Beth giving the change to home plate umpire Matt Filipiak. Just a simple re-entry. So we get the official notification from Matt. So big spot here for Caitlin. Chance to tie this thing up or maybe put us ahead with a ball in the gap. She certainly has the power to do it. Pitch. It's low, ball 1 ball, no strikes. Shortstop Starrett pretty much in the hole. Almost could shake hands with the umpires. His position is between the third baseman and shortstop. The mechanics of this play. Pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Had a good swing. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swung on and missed. Ball's up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. Swung on and popped up. Pitcher's going to make the call and make the catch. Quadros to end the inning. So the Lions threaten but do not score. We're through 5 complete here in Clermont. Trail 1-0 on the MSJ Sports Network. Back for the top of the 6th inning. Roger Williams with a run last inning to take a 1-0 lead as we play the top of the 6th here. Claire Lopeman has been really, really good. Allowed her first 3 hits of the game last inning. First pitch is high to Moraro, the right fielder. Yeah, she's been outstanding. One ball, no strikes. That's looped into left field for a base hit in front of Hubank, so leadoff hitter gets on. So Roger Williams threatening again. That'll bring up Stargart, the shortstop. So she's the 3-hole hitter, so we'll see if they have her bunting. I mean, one more run here would probably be golden. Has her hand spread on the bat a little bit. Does not square to bunt. Called strike 1. Coach flashing signs. No balls, 1 strike. Doesn't bunt, foul down the right field line, so quickly no balls, 2 strikes. Lands in the field of play, but clearly Callie Fletcher could not get over and make that catch. So Beth giving her some instructions, maybe to hug the line a little bit. Let's see where now she's going to go back to her regular spot, kind of where that bare grass is, where that dirt is out in the outfield. There's little circles where the outfielders typically stand. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch that's lined into right center, and that's trouble. Over to cut it off is Callie Fletcher. They got a shot if they get it to third. Nope, they can't, so she'll go first to third on a single. So runners on first and third, nobody out. They're really threatening now. So Beth's going to walk to the umpire. I think she's going to make a pitching change. So we'll step away and give you the change when we come back on the MSJ Sports Network. New pitcher for the Lions is sophomore Leslie Reimers. Leslie comes in, it's her 4th appearance of the year. 2-1 with a 3.94 ERA and 10 2/3, allowed 14 hits, 9 runs, 6 earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. So the Lions are in a big-time jam here as Roger Williams has first and third and nobody out. Foley, the third baseman, steps in. We'll see how they play it defensively, and we'll see if Roger Williams, they attempt to steal second base here. Corners are clearly in. Runner goes. That'll be a stolen base. Ball's in, 1 ball, no strikes. So she's able to take second. Ball, no strikes. Pitch, swung on and missed. 1-1. Leslie needs a K in the worst way here. Still only 1-0, but threatening with second and third and nobody out. Pitch, that swung on and popped up. Foul territory. Bain makes the catch. Kind of an over-the-shoulder catch. Nice catch there by Kayla. So that's 1 out. So 1/3 of the way through. That'll bring up Forsyth to DP. first pop-up. Long way to go here. Infield still in. Pitch. Riser stays upstairs. 1 ball, no strikes. Does have a base open. 1-0 inside. 2 balls, no strikes. There's a called strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Again, she does have a base open if he chooses to pitch around her. But on deck, O'Connor did get a base hit the last time up. Pitch. There's called strike 2. So the count runs 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and fouled. Pulled foul over the third base dugout and out of play. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on the way. Called strike 3. Good fastball in the inside corner. Boy, Leslie's doing a heck of a job here. Pop up. Now called strike looking. So 2/3 of the way out of it, but as I mentioned, O'Connor steps in, the left-hand hitter who did have a ground single up the middle last at bat. Boy, she's making some good pitches. Got 1 more to go. Keep this a 1-run ball game. There's tons of gnats. There's a called strike. Tons of gnats that are flying all over the place by me. Feels like nighttime in Michigan in the summer. 2 balls, 1 strike. Popped up. Back goes Flynn. In comes Fletcher. Fletcher calls and makes the catch. A tremendous job by Leslie Reimers. They leave second and third, no outs, don't score. So we're in the middle of the 6th. Trail 1-0 on the MSJ Sports Network. We're back for the bottom of the 6th. Mac Lawson leads it off. That's low and away ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Forsythe, the DP, has went to center field for Roger Williams, and Tacholowski has become the DP, so they've just kind of switched. Pitch, that's swung on and fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike. Foul ball comes rolling onto the field. First time in a few innings. 1 ball, 1 strike to Lawson. On deck, Eubanks, followed by Bain. Pitch that's swung on and hit into right center field pretty deep. And it's out of here. So off the bat, I didn't think it had enough, but Mac Lawson goes opposite field to right center field over the fence, and that ties the ball game up. The Lions enthusiastically all greet her at home plate as the Lions finally dent the scoreboard on the pitcher Quadros. So now the coach is going to make a change now. So we're going to go with, well, we'll give you the change when we come back, all tied up at 1s. There's a bunch of changes made. There's a called strike to Eubanks. We're trying to get this right. Called strike 1. The new pitcher is number 6, Natalie Lundari. 0-1 so far. That's outside. 2.63 ERA. Third appearance, 5 1/3, 4 hits. 3 runs, 2 earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. So Patrick's trying to get this straightened out defensively. Pitch, that's outside, 2 balls, 1 strike. So the Lions have tied it, looking to get the go-ahead runner on. The umpire gave us the changes, but I think he was confused too. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's swung on and fouled right off the Lions dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's fouled away. No balls, 1 strike. Yeah, this is a mess. They've moved everybody around. We didn't get the right changes, so 6 is on the mound. 21 is the original third baseman. The shortstop's the same. Pitch, swung on and missed. Outside ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we're doing the best we can. The Roger Williams people is going to have to correct this after the game if the changes aren't right. So after all that, 1 ball, 2 strikes, swung on and blooped to right. That's going to get down for a base hit. Fell right on the line. So 1 out single for Kayla Bain as it fell right on the line. And she's going to look like they're going to pinch run for her. It looks like nobody's come out of the dugout yet. There's going to be a pinch hitter. Trying to get the number. It might be Kennedy Johnson. It's going to come to the plate as a pinch hitter, left-handed hitter. She's batting for Skylar Fletcher, or I'm sorry, Callie Fletcher. On deck is Skylar. Pitch. It's down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, the left-handed hitter. Kennedy Johnson, the freshman from North Central in Indianapolis, Indiana. Pitch slaps it, foul towards Coach Gotterwis. 1 ball, 1 strike. One on the way, slap slowly to third, throw to first, retire Kennedy, but the runner will move up. So the Lions have a runner on second with 2 outs now. As Foley throws to Williams to throw out Kennedy. So Skylar steps in, left-handed hitter. Is swinging the bat well today. She's base hit. She grounded hard to shortstop. All outside, 1 ball, no strikes. On deck's Elena Flynn. One Lions have tied it on a Mac Lawson home run. Pitch. Down low, 2 balls, no strikes. At this point, Lundaria is the pitcher of record in a tie ball game. Pitch, that's low and in, 3 balls, no strike, as is Leslie Reimers now. Both starting pitchers were excellent. They will not be involved in the pitching decision. Pitch. There's a called strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. So Kayla going to try to get a good jump out there, try to score on any hit here to give the Lions the lead. One on the way. That's low ball 4. Callie draws a walk. That'll bring up Elena Flynn. Elena doubled her last at bat. Slap hitter at times, but she can show some power as she did in her last at bat. Lundari, a right-hander. Pitch, that's swung on and tapped foul at the plate. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch, that's down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. On 1, that swung on, hit hard again to start at shortstop, and she'll throw her out. But the Lions tie it up. We're through 6 complete. 1-1 on the MSJ Sports Network. Quadros is re-entering the game to pinch hit, the starting pitcher. Leslie Reimer's out there, who did an outstanding job at the top of the 7th. 2nd and 3rd no outs and did not allow a run. Pitch, there's a little curveball there that drops in for a strike. No balls, 1 strike. You'd probably call it a slurve more at this level. If it remains tied after 7, I believe they'll let him play extra innings. That's fouled away, way foul down the left field line. Not sure if they'll allow them to play more than 1. We'll have to see. Hopefully we can hold them and then score ourselves in the bottom of the 7th and get a 2-1 walk-off. No balls, 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. Again, a little slurve that was up in the zone and messed up her timing for out number 1. That'll bring up Tasanis, the center fielder. Pitch. Little bit inside, ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch, swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch, try to checker swing, couldn't do it. 1 ball, 2 strikes on a pitch up and out. Pitch, that's up high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two. Called strike 3. Good pitch on the inside corner. That'll bring up Tucholsky, Matty Tucholsky, the 9-hole hitter. 2 out, nobody on. First pitch just a little bit inside. Both teams have had opportunities. The Lions tie it up in the 6th on a Mac Lawson home run to right center field. Ball outside. Pitch, swung on and fouled away. Checked her swing, didn't mean to. And again, one of them slurs that were up high. Probably would have been a ball, but she committed to it and fouled it away. Bain now a little bit deeper in first, which I like to see. Take away those angles there. Pitch, just a bit inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch that swung on and popped up. Flynn shades her eyes. Oh, and she loses it in the sun. It'll drop for a base hit. So tough break there. Elena tried to shade her eyes and just lost it in the sun. Callie Fletcher, who did re-enter the game, could not come in and help her. So a big break there for Roger Williams here with 2 outs. Runner on, ball low, 1 ball, no strikes. Leadoff hitter Williams steps in. Boy, I hope that doesn't come back to bite us. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch. There's a called strike. Inside corner, 1 ball, 1 strike. So as I mentioned, I don't know if they allow extra innings, how many innings they would allow, how that would work with games getting backed up. Pitch. That's high. 2 balls, 1 strike. That little slurve stayed up and in. We got another one after this. About a half hour in between, and Lasell awaiting. They had a 9 o'clock game. That swung on and hit pretty good to left field. Eubanks back. It's overhead. She's got to get it in fast, and unfortunately, she's going to score all the way from first on that. The throw home is cut off, and they take a 2-1 lead. So the ball that is lost in the sun ends up really hurting the Lions bad. Line to double to left field over Eubanks' head. Hit really well. Nothing Sydney could do about it. And now the whole idea is now to stop him here with just a one run. Tough break for the Lions, tough break for Reimers. Pitch that swung on and hit the center field. Fletcher shades her eyes, and she'll make the catch for out number 3. But the damage is done. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left, middle of the 7th. Lions trail 2-1 on the MSJ Sports Network. All right, we're back for the bottom of the 7th. Lions have the top of the lineup trailing 2-1. After a 2-out double by Williams, plated the go-ahead run in the top of the 7th. Lundari still in the circle. Pitch, ball low. 1 ball, no strikes. Lundari came on in relief from Quadros, who, after giving up the tying home run, came out, but she was outstanding. Pitch that swung on and bounced right up the middle, snapped by the pitcher and thrown over to first for the out. Looked like it was going up the middle, but able to just make a nice play and grab it about waist high. So 1 up, 1 down. That'll bring up Wiltermuth, the shortstop. Pitch, called strike, looked a little bit out, but got the call. Avery shakes her head. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch, outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch that's bounced up the middle. Shortstop can't come up with a bobble, and that'll be an error on the shortstop. Charged it, but bobbled it, couldn't quite make the play. So the Lions catch a break there. That'll bring up Caitlin Randall. So 1 out, runner on first. Randall steps in. Randall with power here. Could end it with 1 swing of the bat. On deck, Mac Lawson, who homered her last at bat. Pitch that swung on and popped foul. And foul territory. Got jammed. Didn't quite get the barrel out for out number 2. So Mac Lawson's the Lions' last hope. Again, homered to right center her last at bat. Love to see her do it again. 2 outs, tying run on first. Avery Wiltermuth. Pitch, that's down low, 1 ball, no strikes. Tying run, good speed on first, an extra base hit should score her. Pitch, that's up and out, 2 balls, no strikes. On deck, Sydney Eubanks. Pitch, that's up and out. Looks like, even though it put the winning run on base, looks like they want really nothing to do with Mac. They're throwing everything outside the zone, trying to get her to chase, and Mac being very disciplined. Let's see if she has the green light on 3-0. Pitch. That's right in there for a strike. 3 balls, 1 strike. So now if it's in there, she'll be hacking. 3-1. Pitch on the way, swung on and blew towards right. That's down. That'll be a base hit for Lawson. So got jammed on it, but she was able to muscle it out into right field for a 2-out single. So runners on first and second, 2 outs for Sydney Eubanks, and looks like we're going to have a pinch runner for Mac Lawson at first. She represents the winning run, and that's going to be, I'll try to get the number here. The umpire should give it to us also. We think it's 14. It is 14. That'll be Alex Strevel pinch running at first for Mac Lawson. She represents the winning run. Tying run on second, Avery Wiltermude. A ball that finds the gap here could do it for the Lions. Eubanks, a right-handed hitter. Pitch. That's a called strike outside corner. Good pitch. Going away from her a little bit. And Sid couldn't do much with that one. Looking for something middle end she can turn on. Wind is blowing left to right. Pitch, that's up and out. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Wiltermude with a good secondary lead. Once it's released, she's getting out there pretty good. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch, swung on and fouled straight back. Lions down to their last strike. One ball, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Runners will be off on the swing. One, 2 on the way. Swung on and fouled away. Sydney hangs in there. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of noise going on around on the field behind us to the right on field number 2. Something happened good for somebody over there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch. That's low. Nice block by the catcher, Fraser. She's done an outstanding job. I've mentioned that multiple times, blocking it, keeping Wiltermude at second, and Strevel at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Eubanks steps in. Huey, affectionately known by. Pitch, swung on it, driven into left center field. That's down. That'll tie the ball game. Throw goes into second, so she's going to go to second on the throw. So it's kind of a throw into no man's land. So game-tying single by Sydney Eubanks. What a clutch hit. As Strevel goes to third, Wiltermude scores. It's an unearned run, but who cares? They count. And now the winning run just 60 foot away. I wanted to say 90 foot. Kayla Bain will step in. So Eubanks went to second on the throw. And Strevel's on third. So both teams battling really hard today, refusing to give in. Big 2-out hit to basically center field. Center fielder to go a little bit over in left center. Made a strong throw, but there was really nobody there, so she was able to take the extra base on the throw. Strevel was going to third anyway. So now the coach is going to make a trip to the mound, and we'll step away for a moment on the MSJ Sports Network. So the meeting is broken up. Kayla Bain steps in. Coach Gotterwitz is going to talk to her a little bit. Some words of encouragement. If this does go extra innings, we'll try to get clarification from the umpire. Well, they're going to intentionally walk her to face Callie Fletcher. And unlike baseball, you have to throw the pitches. Could be a wild pitch, you never know. That was low. 2 balls, no strikes. Again, the catcher, Fraser, goes down to her knees to make sure it doesn't get away, but it would be a horrible way to lose a game like that. 2-0, that's outside. 3-0. I remember as a youngster, I saw the San Francisco Giants intensely walking Pete Rhodes. He swung at it, got a hit. They didn't get the ball outside far enough. 3-0. Oh, that's a little close to the plate, but low. So ball 4. So now they're loaded for Callie. So that, if nothing else, it forces the pitcher, without a base open to throw strikes here. So Lindari has no wiggle room at all. Infield. First baseman Williams in. Foley, the third baseman's deeper. Pitch. There's a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. So any hit of any distance would do it. On deck is Skylar Fletcher. Callie with an open stance. Pitch that swung on. Bounced to first. It's going to be close at first, and she's safe. And the Lions win it. Wow. The first baseman Williams made a gallant effort and dove to try to come up with it, but wasn't able to do it. And the Lions walk it and win it in walk-off fashion with 2 in the bottom of the 7th to capture game number 1, 3-2. We'll be back in a minute to wrap it up. So we're back to wrap it up. The Lions win it 3-2 and walk off exciting fashion here on a ball that was hit, that was ruled an error. The first baseman kind of went to her knee, knocked it down, and the pitcher did not get over to cover, or the second baseman in that case. And Callie was able to beat the throw with her speed. The Lions win it 3-2. So the winner is Reimers. Reimers is now 3-1, and the tough luck losers, Lindari, 0-2. So we will be back. The next game's supposed to start at 1:15. That's obviously not going to happen. So probably in about 25 minutes with game number 2 with lineups. Until then, Chuck Murray saying so long, everybody. Callie Fletcher will lead it off for the Lions. They bat in the top of the third. Coach Goddard was having to sprint over to third here. Is she ready to play here? Lions in the first base dugout, having to cross over behind home plate. Callie slips in. Pitch. That's jam shot. And a pop up to the second baseman still well makes the play. So we call it getting in the kitchen there. So she was able to get in there pretty good, jammer, and just popped it up to second. So one pitch, one out. That'll bring up Skylar Fletcher, the left-handed hitter. Pitch shows bunt. It's outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Third baseman Campbell in a couple of steps. But with Skylar's speed, if she gets it down the line, she's going to beat it out. 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch, that's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch grounded towards third. That's going to be, see what they call it here. There's a little nubber towards third. Third baseman McCampbell had a backhand. It was Fletcher's speed. Called an infield hit. I think it was going to be really tough for her to get thrown out on that with her speed. So 1 out base runner. That'll bring up Elena Flynn. Yeah, even if she comes clean, it's going to be a really tough play. Runner goes, pitches a strike throw to second. Oh, and they called her out. And that was absolutely a missed call. Really good throw, but the tag was high. Skylar's caught stealing for the second time today, but it'll go 2-6. Beth is just at this point laughing. Yeah, the first game I don't know about. It was bang bang. The second, that looked like she got in there, but called out. Shows bunt, fouls it off. But give catcher to the credit to the catcher, Bland. She threw a strike from her knees. Really good throw by the catcher, Bland. Bland, the senior catcher from Camden, Maine. Exercise science is her major. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, that's hit the third. Throw on to first. McCampbell throws to Ventula and the inning. So the Lions are out in the third. Middle of the third, they lead 5-0 on the MSJ Sports Network. We're back for the bottom of the third. Leading it off will be number 14, the third baseman, Ashley McCampbell, followed by the shortstop, Abigail Fortin, and then back to the stop of the lineup, second baseman, Emily Stillwell, to face Courtney Hankenhoff. Back for her third inning of work. Lions lead at 5-0 on the strength of a 5-run first. Ball high, 1 ball, no strikes. Pitch in 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Little high, ball 3. 3-0. There's right down Broadway. 3 ball, 1 strike. On the way, called strike 2. So the count runs full as Courtney battles back. Outfield a little shallow and left and right, straight away in center. Pitch, ooh, just inside. Little high and inside, ball 4. Bunt, and it's foul. No balls, 1 strike. Bunting for a hit there. No balls, 1 strike. The count. To Fortin, a senior from North Smithfield, Rhode Island. All snap throw to first. She's safe. Pitch, it's popped up, and Rakoski with a great catch in foul territory. Shelby playing in, taking away the bunt, was able to catch the short pop-up right there. So that's the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Emily Stillwell. Pitch that's slapped and popped up to Rakoski in fair territory, and she'll make the catch for out number 2. First pitch is low and in, ball 1. That's fouled away. Riley Michael, left-handed hitter, right fielder, fouls it away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Riley's a freshman from Beverly, Massachusetts. Sports communication. There's a called strike on the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch, that's upstairs, a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two on the way. Took a little off of it, fouled it off. Behind us here. Count remains 2-2. They do have nets over the top of all these concession stands and cover areas, so it doesn't hit spectators, but so they do have that going for them here. 2-2. That's Change up outside, full count. Payoff. That swung on and hit towards center field. Skylar Fletcher to her right a couple of steps makes the catch to end the inning. So sandwich between a walk, no runs. We're through 3 complete, MSJ 5, Lasell nothing on the MSJ Sports Network. Back for the top of the 4th. Lions lead 5-0. Leading off Shelby Rakoski takes a called strike. No balls, 1 strike. Wind picking up here a little bit, getting more like a typical Florida day. Hot, humid, windy. Fortunately, no rain in the forecast. Pitch swung on and hit hard. First base Ventula knocks it down and will tag the base for the out. Nice play there. Ball hit really hard, kind of took it off her chest, knocked it down, and tugged it for the first down. So that'll bring up Avery Wiltermude, the shortstop. Pitch, strike right in there. No balls, 1 strike. Took something off of it, stayed just inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Garcia wanted that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. On deck, first baseman Mac Lawson. That's outside. 3 balls, 1 strike. Avery looking to be a 1-out base runner. 3-1. That's, just caught the outside corner. Full count. We'll have a payoff pitch here. That swung on and drilled down the right field line. That's a base hit. Over to cut it off is Michael, the right fielder, and Wiltermude with a 1-out single. As the Lions bat here in the top of the 4th, leading 5-0. Mac Lawson will step in. Ball way outside. 1 ball, no strikes. On the way. That's low, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. That's Molly Sharp. Oh, took something off of that. Fooled Mac a little bit. Drops right in there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good pitch to take. She was looking for the fastball, and she got the curveball. Pitch that swung on a drill to right center field. Way back, and that's out of here. You can touch them all, Mac Lawson. So again, goes opposite field, right center field, and that's a line drive that's shot out of here like it was shot out of a cannon. So Mac, we talked about earlier, a little bit of a slow start, but when she comes down here to Florida, seems to really start swinging the bat well, and that's her 2nd home run of the day. Lions lead at 7-0. It's an absolute bullet to right center field. I'll bring up Molly Sharp. Molly swings it like she throws it left-handed. That swung on and fouled to the third base dugout and then skips down the line. Lasell occupying the third base dugout. No balls, 1 strike. Took something off of that. Called strike 2. Nice changeup right there. Good arm action. Dropped right in there, and Molly was fooled on the pitch. Couldn't pull the trigger. No balls, 2 strikes. Fastball up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm sorry, 1 ball, 2 strikes. On the way, that's swung on and fouled off. Count remains 1-2. On the way. Here it comes. Took something off, called strike 3. Really nice pitch right there. Throws Molly. That'll bring up Sydney Eubanks, the left fielder. 2 down now. Lions have stretched their lead on a 2-run home run by Mac Lawson. Outside ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Again, Sydney with the big 2-out, 2-strike base hit to tie the last game in the bottom of the 7th. Ultimately, the Lions winning 3-2. That's lined into right center field. That's a base hit. Over the cutter off the right fielder Michael. So a 2-out single for Sydney. Sydney Eubanks. That'll bring up Courtney Hankenhoff, the pitcher. That's grounded towards second. Nice stop by the second baseman. We got time, though, here. The umpire put his arm out for a delayed dead ball. And unfortunately, that's going to take away an outstanding play by the second baseman. So there's a call here. I don't know if it was too much time or what we got going, but we'll try to get an explanation here. So basically, explained to us, double clutch on the mound, and it became an automatic ball. So that's fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's low and in. 2 ball, 1 strike. Again, unfortunately, a great play by the second baseman. Stillwell dove and flipped the fort and would have been an ending force, but unfortunately that little mishap in the circle took that away. Pitch, that's low and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. He stuck his left arm out. It's like a delayed dead ball, so I did see that. As I mentioned, my location's right behind home plate. Ball 4 high. We're probably maybe 20 foot from the umpire, give or take. So that'll bring up Callie Fletcher, the right fielder. 2 on, 2 out, 2 in. Pitch way outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Callie steps out, now steps back in. Pitch, swung and chopped at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitch, slow. Change up, slow off speed there, falls in for strike 2. Throwing that pitch quite effectively so far this inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners will be off on the swing. Pitch that swung on and popped up. Shallow center. Might be trouble when it does fall. They're going to throw home, and that's going to let the runners move up. That'll be an RBI single to center field there for Callie, and then the runners will move up on the throw home. That makes the score 8-0. We'll bring up Skylar Fletcher. She shows bunt. Ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. That's tapped over the mound. Shortstop throws. They say safe. So it's a bang-bang play at face, so that'll be an infield single for Callie Fletcher, the shortstop, and that'll be 2 RBIs as both runners came across the score. Very unusual to see 2 RBIs on a ball hit in the infield, but that's exactly what happened. Just Skylar from the left side got out of the box really well, was able to beat it out, and the runner from second just didn't stop. So the Lions lead at 10-0 as there's a meeting on the mound. Looks like we're going to make it. Nope, coach is just coming back, no change. Looks like there's a pinch hitter here for the Lions, for Elena Flynn. Number 10, I'm sorry. Double zeros at the plate, that's Olivia Woodson. Guy's like, wait a minute, 10 can't be batting for 10. Pitch is hit hard. Oh, nice stop by the first baseman. She's going to throw to first, and she's safe on an infield hit as Fletcher goes all the way to third. Nice play by the first baseman until it was able to knock it down, but again, not able to make the throw back to first to get the runner. So I would assume Elena will come back into pinch run, which she is going to do. So Elena Flynn will re-enter a pinch run, and now we're going to have another pinch hitter. That's going to be number 7, Sydney Soleil, right-handed hitter. Looks like this is Sydney's first at-bat of the year. Flynn back at first base as a re-entry. Pitch that's swung on and fouled away. She's a freshman from Bellefontaine, Ohio, Benjamin Logan High School. No balls, 1 strike. Swung on and popped up. Oh, tough break. Ball hit in front. That's going to get Flynn all the way to third, and it's going to be an infield single. There's a little pop up. The second baseman quite couldn't get to it. Stillwell made an effort. Then it took a bounce over her glove. So we're going to have time right now, and I think we're going to probably have a pitching change. Head coach is talking to everybody at this point. So let's see what Beth is going to have who's going to hit for Wiltermuth. All right, so we're going to have a new, well, I don't know about a new pitcher. She's getting a drink. Looks like she's getting a drink of Gatorade or some type of sports drink from the athletic trainer. Maybe she's not feeling well. Probably should be out of the inning by now. And we're going to have another pinch hitter for the Lions. Number 6, Kristlyn Wagner will come up and hit for Wiltermuth. She'll be her second at-bat of the year. They're going to stay with the pitcher. Just needed a little break with the sports drink. She's been out there a lot this inning. Doing a good job. The score might not look like it, but maybe some plays could have possibly been made that weren't. So Kristlyn steps in, right-handed hitter. Kristlyn, a freshman from Lakota East High School in Cincinnati, or the Cincinnati area. Pitch, Westchester, Ohio to be specific. Ball 1 down. 1 ball, no strikes. Lions lead 11-0 as we play the top of the 4th. Pitch, that's upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes. Lasell, with a small roster, playing all these games, are probably just trying to get through this game with just 1 pitcher would be my guess. Right now we're looking at a run rule after 5 if the score holds up. Pitch, that's inside, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes. 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. Pitch. That's swung on and fouled straight back. Count runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. So Wagner will be able to get a jump on the full count pitch. Be taken off on the pitch. Two on the way. Ball 4 high. The bases are loaded. That'll bring up Mac Lawson. They're going to let her hit. Mac last at bat homered to right center. Two outs in the inning. Pitch. Ooh, took something off of it. Right in there for called strike 1. On deck is Molly Sharp. Pitch that swung on and hit the short. Up with it. Fortin throws over to Ventula to end the inning. But the Lions with another crooked number in the 4th. They lead at 11-0 in the middle of the 4th on the MSJ Sports Network. All right, we've got some re-entries. Rakowski back at 3rd, Wilterman at short, Flynn at 2nd. And then who we have in right, is it Shrivel in right? And who was in left? Doyle. So it gets a little hairy and crazy at this time. First pitch is a called strike to Brown. Lions lead at 11-0. Pitch just inside ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hankenhoff working on the shutout. Throwing the ball very well. Pitch right in it for called strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just missed outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pitch that swung on and lifted to left, pretty deep, but under it to make the catch is Doyle for out number 1. So they find the new player right off the bat, but she makes the catch. Out number 1. That'll bring up pitcher Cheyenne Rosillo. First pitch is outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Swung on and popped up. Wiltermuth calls off Rakoski and makes the catch for out number 2. That'll bring up first baseman Adriana Ventullo. We're going to make a change now. Going to take out Hankenhoff. Go to a new pitcher. And we'll let you know who the new pitcher is in a moment. The new Lions pitcher is freshman Izzy Carroll from New Richmond High School, Felicity, Ohio. First pitch she delivers is a called strike. She is 3 1/3 innings this year, her 3rd appearance, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Courtney Hankenhoff was outstanding in her outing. There's a called strike 2. 3 2/3 innings, no runs, just outstanding. Izzy quickly ahead 0-2. Pitch that's looped to over the head of Wiltermuth into left center field for a base hit. Kind of off the end of the bat, semi-bloop, and she couldn't quite climb the ladder to make the play. So a 2-out single there, and that'll bring up Emma Tarleton, left fielder. Izzy delivers. That's a strike right in there. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch, that's hit hard to left, but right at the left fielder Doyle. She'll make the catch to retire the sides. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We go to the 5th. Mount St. Joe 11, Lasell nothing on the MSJ Sports Network. We're back for the top of the 5th. Coach Gotterwitz with more changes. So for the Lions, it'll be Kennedy Johnson hitting for Molly Sharp. Left-handed hitter. She's in the DP spot. Pitch, that's outside, ball 1, and Rosario still out there. She's gutted it out. She's done a good job. Pitch, that's grounded towards third, short. Nice play there. As Fortin charged, I thought McCampbell at third would cut it off, but she didn't. Fortin got it and fired over to Ventula for out number 1. Nice play. Pitch is a strike. Looks like Claire Lopeman is pinch hitting number 20. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's Sydney Doyle. My mistake. Sydney Doyle, who came into the game, is up. That's ball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think I'm getting a little miscombobulated here. So excuse me for that. Pitch to Doyle. That swung on the line. Foul down the right field line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here as we play the top of the 5th. If the Lions can hold them to less than 3 runs next inning, the 8-run rule will come into effect, and the game will be over after 5 innings. If you weren't with us for game 1, the Lions with a walk-off win, 3-2 against Roger Williams University. Pitch. That swung on line right at the second baseman Stillwell. Hit it on a rope, just right at her. So Izzy hitting in Courtney's spot will step in. Izzy Carroll hitting. First pitch is high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Like this is Izzy's first bat of the year. No, I'm sorry. She's had 1 at bat previous, second at bat of the year. Pitch, swung, and it hit fair down the left field line. Over to cut it off to left field of Tarleton. She'll hold Carroll to a single, so a 2-out single. Hit really well. That'll bring up Alex Strevel, who came into the game for Callie Fletcher. Pitch. Just missed down. 1 ball, no strikes. Took something off of it, bounced foul at third. 1 ball, 1 strike. Try to get you a baseball score before we go off the air. If you want to flip on over to that after our broadcast and watch and listen to Blake Watson call the baseball game. They got to be getting late in that game. Pitch, that's fouled back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch, swung on and lifted, foul down the left field line. Oh, it's in play, but left fielder Tarleton could not get to it. Landed foul. Count remains 1-2. Gets challenging down here with the heat, humidity, the sun, where you can't see your computer, and it gets a little crazy at times. That's outside a ball. Lions, one of the bigger rosters I can ever remember them having. Oh, inside. Almost hit her, but she's able to get out of the way as the runner advances to second. That'll be a wild pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Two on the way. That swung on and popped a mile high. The third baseman, the Campbell's under it, makes the catch to end the inning. So the Lions threaten, do not score. We're in the middle of the 5th. MSJ 11, Lasell nothing on the MSJ Sports Network. Back for the bottom of the 5th. First pitch is swung on and popped up. Flynn will go over to make the catch as she drifted towards the first base foul line, but caught it in fair territory. 1 pitch, 1 out. Is Izzy Carroll attempting to close it on out here. That'll bring up Ashlyn McCampbell, the third baseman. Lions looking for the second victory of the day. Just low, 1 ball, no strikes. Good swing on it. Keep it high. 1 ball, 1 strike. So they have a runner on with 1 out. We'll bring up Abigail Fortin, the shortstop. Called strike 1. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch, that swung on and fouled. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's popped up. Carol, it's off to the side of the mound. It was had backspin on it, and she's able to beat that out for a hit. So 2 on, 1 out. That'll bring up leadoff hitter Emily Stillwell, the second baseman, left-handed hitter. So Lions not quite out of this yet. Got a little wiggle room, but pitch, that's lined into center field, a base hit. Up with it, Skylar Fletcher, she fires it home, so bases are loaded. 1 out. Riley Michael steps in, another left-handed hitter. Avery Wilterman in to talk to Izzy Carroll. So for the first time all day, Lasell is threatening. Pitches, called strike at the knees. If you're the Lions, you want to make sure you get an out. You don't want to force anything, try to do anything spectacular. Just you're counting outs now. Foul ball just came over. Mac Lawson flips it into the dugout. Pitch. Good pitch, low and outside on the corner. No balls, 2 strikes quickly. Good spot there. Pitch that swung on and lifted towards center field over left center. Fletcher makes the catch. They bluff a tag. They do not come. That's the second out of the inning. So Fletcher went way over to left center field to make the catch. So Lasell down to their last out. Madeline Brown, the center fielder, will step in. Bounce to Rakowski at third. She'll fire to Lawson at first, and that'll be the ball game. Lions win at 11-0. run their record to 7-3, 2-0 on the day, and we'll be back to wrap it up in just a minute.